Hello, in this assignment, I will demonstrate how I work with network ports, services, firewall rules, and task scheduling on a Windows server system. I will show how I identify ports, services, and explain what they do and demonstrate security configuration. To begin, I use the command netstats dash ANO. This command display active network connections, listening ports, and their associated process IDs. And it helps identify which ports are currently in use and what processes are using them. So from the list here, I select port 80 and port 3389. Port 80 is used for HTTP web traffic, meaning it handles communication between web servers and browsers. Port 3389 is used by remote desktop protocol, which allows remote access to this system. To briefly explain, this shows how ports usually act as communication endpoints, each assigned to a specific type of service. Next, I open the services to view all running services on the system. I'm trying to find RDP, remote desktop protocol. Remote desktop service allow users to connect the system remotely using port 3389. The DNS client service is responsible for resolving domain names into IP addresses. These demonstrate how services rely on each port to communicate across network. I will now create a firewall route to allow traffic on port 50,000. So that is what I wanted to do earlier. I'm now going to create a firewall route to allow traffic on port 50000. So I just selected inbound route and right clicking on inbound route and then chosen new route. This rule will control a port, so yes, I'm going to choose port. And I'm choosing TCP here, so already chosen. Does this rule apply to all local ports or specific? So yeah, it's a specific port, and the specific port is 500000. That is 50,000, and I'm going to click on next. Allow the connection. So yes, allow connection. Then I'm going to click on yes, next, and then I'm going to give it a name. Randomly name it rule 550,000, and then click on finish. So I just created an inbound rule to allow any traffic coming in through the door of our port 50,000. Now I'll repeat the process for outbound traffic, that is traffic leaving system, to ensure communications are allowed in both directions. So this is going to be an outbound rule. Okay, so right click, new rule. That is what I intended. So support. So I'm going to choose support here. Just to repeat the same thing I did. Yes, it's going to be TCP 50,000 support number. Yes, and next I'm going to allow connection. Yes. Outbound 550,000. So this demonstration, I was trying to go through the list to highlight the two rules that I created, but my system is lagging. It has been lagging a lot, and it's going to make this video very long. So quickly to move on, what I've just done, demonstrate I can create, there is the demonstrate I can create and enable and disable rule, giving full control over the network access. Firewall rules are very critical for security because they control which traffic is allowed or blocked, reducing potential attack risks. So due to the lagging of my network, or due to the lagging of the conditioning of my network, I'm going to quickly skip and go to the next thing, which is to create a scheduled task. Yes. So I'm going to get out of here because I pretty much implemented what I wanted to implement, which is to allow a certain port, which is port 50, allow it, open it out and open it to receive, as to listen and to communicate bi-directional. Okay. I'm going to search for tax manager, tax scheduler. Sorry. So there is tax scheduler. Let me maximize it. So I'm going to create a basic tax rule. So here's the action I can take on the right side. Okay. So I'll create a scheduled task to check for Windows updates daily. I'll start by giving it a name. So there's arbitrary date, daily update. Yes. Daily update. Yes. And click on next, and it's going to be daily. So I'm going to pick daily. Then next. And I'll set the time. Okay, let's do early in the morning. So change this to 7:30 in the morning. Then should be okay every day. Yes. All right. So there I have it. It's going to start from tomorrow. So yes. Then I'll click next. Here it's just, I'm going to choose start a program. Yes. That is taking some time, so let's wait on it. Okay, so whilst I wait for this, um, to explain a little bit, what I was trying to do is to um, schedule daily a daily task, and what the task is going to do um, is to check for Windows updates. Yes. Why I'm doing this? I'm doing this to ensure that the system regularly checks for updates. It's important for the system to be updated so that security is well maintained and vulnerabilities are well patched as well. Unfortunately, my system is still lagging, but I can share some technical understanding from what I'm doing. So, network port. What I understand about network port is that they act as an entry and exit point for data. Services, on the other hand, are background processes that use these ports to function. And the firewall controls access to this port, helping secure the system. One key insight I gained is how closely port and services are connected. Understanding this relationship makes it easier to manage system security. A challenge I encountered was identify which services were network related but researching their functions help clarify their roles. Finally, in conclusion, to conclude everything, I have successfully demonstrated how to identify ports and services, configure firewall rules, and automate updates, which is still happening because I can't seem to get out to continue in the video because the system is lagging and hasn't stopped lagging. This assignment improved my understanding of Windows server security and system management. Thank you so much for your time.